Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Murray. Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This up to about the 40. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6, absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing now is Murray. This one swung out here to Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Jackson now. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have...
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. This is James White. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Harris returning. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he's going to look deep for more. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. This is White on the screen. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's White, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A final shot before half from Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first. Panthers trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, they go back to White again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
There's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. This is Harris. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Forced out to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my rotated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He sets up the screen to Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
second down. They'll run with White. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From just shy of midfield, Murray. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, Murray. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now Murray again. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown, Vikings. Rondale Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Grenard just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, Harris. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Murray going to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Dancing to his left. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And a dump off to White. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Levante David. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kaepernick looking to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you want a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Kaepernick to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Vikings, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank